Welcome back, peasants, to the Monday Night Wars Nitro, where we cover the Nitro side of Monday Night Wars. On Thursday, we do the Raw side. With me, your host, the King of Smart Style, a.k.a. the Notorious M.I.K.E., a.k.a. the Sensual Swami Squared Circle, a.k.a. the face the women love and the men envy, the near-fallen narcissist himself, the King of Nerds. Welcome back, assholes. So, I forgot. I turned it on today and I was like, alright, gonna go ahead and review this Nitro. I forgot there was Fall Brawl. So what I was gonna do is I was just gonna give it a quick recap, look up the results, give you guys just a quick rundown, then cover Nitro. Then I remembered, fuck man, WCW pay-per-views were shit show this period. Like, I gotta cover this shit, man. Like, there's too much goodness, and oh my goodness, am I glad that I did. Before we jump into things, parents, don't let your kids watch the show. I swear a lot. Kids, sneak and watch the show. I swear a lot. So we got Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan on commentary for Fall Brawl. So they give us a rundown Saturday night on Saturday night's main event. Apparently the Giant ran over Hogan's prize Harley Davidson with a fucking monster truck. So holy shit. Kicking off the weekend right, man. Not playing around. It's like a big deal. Hogan was given this Harley by, I don't know, people. Something. It's like a really big deal. Some kind of special fucking Harley. So we open. First match, Flying Brian versus Johnny B. Bad. The winner gets a U.S. title shot. A fucking Saturday night main event. They don't even get a leg on Nitro. This was like a 35 long. I'm just gonna like get through Fall Brawl pretty quickly, guys. I'm gonna hit the highlights. I'm gonna give you a rundown, but like I'm not gonna in depth get into much, but some like real gems. So the only like this match was like 35 minutes long. It was fucking outstanding. Johnny B. Bad won by pin. The only thing to note, other than it was a 35-minute outstanding match, was at the beginning of the match, Johnny B. Bad has a frisbee and he tries to throw it into the crowd, but instead whips it into a turnbuckle that'd be like from me throwing it to the fucking you guys right now. Whap, like that. Foomp, and it hits, and he's just like, I'm an idiot. After that, we have Cobra versus Sergeant Craig Pittman. Pittman repels from the ceiling, beats that ass for 2 minutes, and then submits Cobra. After that, and here's where shit starts to get fucking weird, guys. We've got Paul Orndorff video where he's backstage. And he's just flipping out because he keeps losing all the time. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's just, am I wonderful still? I don't know. And he's just like throwing shit. He's mad. And this weird fellow comes in and he's got this white wig, but it's not a wig. It's almost like a helmet made to look like hair. And it doesn't move. And it's like a perfect like helmet. Dome almost. And he's wearing this like white shirt with these like soft like spikes coming off of it, and he's wearing white pants. He's got this white mustache. He comes in, he's like, hi Paul, and Paul's like, I'm not even making this up, guys. I wish I was. And Paul goes, Gary Spivey of the Psychic Companions Network? Gary's like, yeah, how's it going, Paul? And Paul's like, what are you doing here? He's like, well, Paul, I had a vision about you. And Paul's like, about me? He's like, yeah, you keep losing, but all you gotta do is change your... And it goes on for about 3.5 minutes. It's posted on the Near Falls page. Check it out. It's fucking insanity. With this dude, like, life coaching, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And he has him like stand in front of the mirror, and he's like, you're wonderful, look at yourself. And Paul Orndorff's like, look at me, I've never looked better. He's like, what do you think of yourself, Paul? He's like, I'm wonderful. He's like, yeah, you are, Paul. It's fucking weird and creepy and hilarious like shit, man. Go check it out. It's right there on the page. Like, you don't even have to go look for it on the network. I'll put it right on the fucking page for you. Check, like, you're not gonna regret this. This is the weirdest shit you'll ever see in wrestling. Weirdest shit ever. So after that, I mean, like, holy fuck, people. Like, I can't even describe the depths of the creepiness. Like, the whole time I was like, this dude's trying to fuck Paul Orndorff. Holy shit, this is crazy. Psychically. He's trying to psychically fuck Paul Orndorff. By the way, I looked this Gary Spivey motherfucker up. This is a real dude. This is not a WCW creation. This was a real dude that existed in the world as a fucking psychic and, like, life coach and does TV and shit and really had this, like, psychic companions. This was fucking insane. So that means WCW. At some point, someone was sitting somewhere watching TV and saw this dude come on and they were like, this dude's a character. We gotta bring him on here, man. He gonna change some things around here, bruh. And then they brought him on, and holy fuck, who gave the okay? Eric Bischoff, obviously, but like, holy shit. Holy shit. Just Google Gary Spivey and look at it. Holy fuck. Oh my gosh. It's bad shit. After that, we had DDP. He's got Kimberly and Max Muscle in his corner versus Renegade for the TV title. Basic story going on here is that DDP's a shitbag husband and doesn't deserve Kimberly. DDP wins with Diamond Cutter after Max Muscle interferes. Kim doesn't appreciate it. Fuck what Kim thinks. Got a TV title. She ain't going nowhere. Fucking Diamond Doll. After that, we have a tag team title match. The Harlem Heat versus Bunkhouse Buck and Dirty Dick Slater, who have to be the sorriest fucking excuses for tag team champions I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, the Heat are managed by Sherry, Buck and Slater by Colonel Robert Parker. If you're not familiar with Colonel Robert Parker is basically a southern plantation owner. And he's heavily involved in a storyline with basically the only two black guys in WCW. So, you know, this is going to be tastefully done. So, the main story here is that Parker and Sherry have like this weird attraction. Anyway, the match is a fucking train wreck. No one except Booker T seems to know what's going on. Colonel Parker and Sherry start making out. It distracts the ref. The Nasty Boys. There's two fucking rings, by the way, because it's Fall Brawl War Games. So there's ring and rings they're set right next to each other. But they're only wrestling really in like one ring. But Sherry and Parker start making out in the other ring. Ref gets distracted. Nasty Boys come down. They attack Bucket Slater, allowing the Harlem Heat to get the pin. Heat now champs. No team's happy with the fucking manager. The Heat are like, well, what are you doing kissing this fucking... Clearly, this man is a slave owner. Well, what are you doing here? And she's like, nah, I do it. See, you guys are champs. And Buck and Slater, basically, they don't come right out and say it, but they're like, yo, what are you doing with the black girl? Because that's how WCW was at the time. They don't come right out and say it, though. They're like, how could you do that with her? Like, her. You know, they implied it. The WCW had a lot of implied racism and shit. It was a Southern company, and it was the 90s. So there's just, like, a lot of heavily implied, and a lot of, like, not even heavily implied, a lot of just, like, blatantly implied racism. Like, at a certain point in the near future, Colonel Robert Parker is going to become, like, the manager/co-manager of the Harlem Heat. So this dude who's a southern plantation owner is going to have the only two black guys in the fucking company, other than Sergeant Craig Pitbull Pittman, working for him. Yeah, okay. Way to go. Try that shit today, man. It'd never make it to air. Whoever let it make it to air now, like in 95? What the fuck were you thinking? Anyway, after that, we got a hype promo video for Arn and Flair. 8-year-old Charlotte's in it. That's the only thing that matters there. Arn versus Rick. Arn Anderson had fucking great entrance music, didn't he? Anyway, this was a pretty good fucking match. Pillman attacks Flair while the ref is distracted. Arn hits him with the DDT, gets the win. After that, we got the main event, the War Games. Hogan's team's wearing all camo and fucking face paint, except Hogan, who's also wearing his yellow boots. and Macho Man, who's wearing black and white striped Macho Man boots with the tassels, but they've also got like fucking tassels like twisted around his legs, so it's like this black and white line running around the camo. It's really weird. Anyway, Hogan submit Zodiac for the fucking win. This whole thing was dumb. Dumb. A lot of dudes walking around just looking lost. Way too much time. A lot of just stumbling around. No one really had a clue. Like no planning was done for this. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so Giant comes down at the end after they get the win, attacks Hogan. And here's where it gets fun. This is fucking nuts too. He straight up grabs Hogan by the neck, by the head, like this, and is like, whoosh, like straight like Steven Seagal movie shit, like death, like kill blow, like shit, like that was a killing maneuver. Like snaps this motherfucker's neck, like, whoosh, and just drops him. Hogan's like, dead weight. Like, what the fuck? So, he snapped Hogan's neck. Holy shit. Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme style snapped this motherfucker's neck. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, holy shit. That is some shit like you know shit. Like, they would never do that on WWE now because it'd be like, well, a kid's gonna try that at home and he's gonna fucking murder his little brother because if you fucking do that shit, you break someone's neck. Like, I can't believe they showed the Giant snapping his neck. Anyway, so that's how we fucking end WCW Fall Brawl. So, that brings us to the next night. Nitro. Monday night, September 18th, 1995. I'm sure I watched this live as it aired because it was wrestling and I was kind of a loser. Interesting note, Vader's still in the opening video. Even though he hasn't been with the company he hasn't even appeared on a Nitro. We've got Eric Bischoff, Bobby the Brain, and Steve Mongo McMichael on commentary. Mongo's dog Pepe. If you watch the show, you know that I always give a little shout out to Pepe, and let you guys know. Mongo has this fucking dog Pepe. It's a little chihuahua, and he dresses it in costumes. And this week, Pepe is dressed like a cowboy. Last week, he was dressed in a sombrero and like a little like serape thing. And this week he's a cowboy. Also, God, I fucking love. Like yesterday, I watched the corresponding episode of Raw, and I did this show, and there was like almost nothing to talk about. It was just like, well, okay, this is a pretty basic show. Like they don't give me any comedy to work with. Right here, though, 30 seconds of the show, Steve Mongo McMichael. Listen to this Mongo quote. This is amazing. Mongo says, and I write these down every time. Word for word, I'll rewind them, pause them, because I have to get these Mongo quotes right for you guys, because every week there's a good one. He says, get grandma out the bathroom, because if you ain't here, the boat don't steer. What the fuck? Get grandma out the bathroom, because if you ain't here, the boat don't steer. What the fuck does that, what? Grandma, hey, you gotta get out of the bathroom, because if we don't get down to the dock, they can't drive the boat. No, hey, get the fuck out of, grandma, get the fuck out of the bathroom, grandma, fuck, the boat's not gonna steer. Oh, she never listens. She sits in that fucking bathroom all day long, and if we can't get to the dock, they can't steer the boat. Jeez. What the fuck could that possibly mean? Get grandma out the bathroom, 'cause if you ain't here, the boat don't steer. So the Giant and the Taskmaster arrive in an ambulance. They give this like insane comic booky as fuck promo about snapping Hulkamania's neck and destroying the Hulkamaniacs with the voodoo power of the Dungeon. This is immediately what they follow Mongo up with, too. Immediately, Mongo says that, and they roll right into this. And Taskmaster's all like, oh, and home can when the stars align and the dead reach up from the graves and they tickle my testicles as I teabag their gravestones. Oh, then you'll know that the spirits of vengeance will flow from my butthole and you'll have to sniff it in. And then you'll take my butthole sense up in there with the spirits and then I'm going to be in your brain and I'm going to control you with my butthole, Hogan. Like, shit like that, man. Like, it's real fucked up, weird shit. I can't take this shit sometimes. Like, sometimes it's too much. Like, I literally had to pause this shit and, like, put my fucking, like, just get up and walk away from it. I was like, this shit is madness. I can't deal with this. Like, what the fuck? I mean, holy shit, dude. So, Giant is, like, they keep, like, the Giant is kayfabe. He's not kayfabe, I mean, like, Giant is, like, Andre Giant's son in this. Like, so kayfabe, the story is that Giant is Andre's son. And he's like, Hogan, my father would have patted me on the back and told me I was a good child and given me a sucker and read me a story and brought me a drink of water. For the way I handled you, he didn't like you at all. That's untrue. Only Andre knows how Andre felt about Hulk. I'm sure everyone knows. I'm sure you can find that shit on the internet. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't an Andre fan. Yeah, I said it. So what? You want to fight about it? This is his father. So Andre the Giant's his father. Not the same father that later in the WWF, the Big Boss Man is gonna steal his body in a coffin and drive down the road with it, towing it. Wow. The Big Show fucking while the Giant holds on, who will then be known as the Big Show. The first actual match of the night are the American Males versus the Blue Bloods. And before the match can even start, at the entrance ramp, the Harlem Heat come out and just beat the fuck out of the Blue Bloods. Well, Steven Regal didn't even get to come out. Apparently they took him out backstage. They come out and they take fucking Bobby Eaton clean out. And then they come down to the ring and they're like, we'll give you a tag title match. The tag titles that they just won, that we just talked about. Okay, so you beat people up to come out and give these motherfuckers a tag title match. Alright. So Eric Bischoff's really pushing hard on the fact that Nitro is live every week and that the fucking competition isn't. This match did contain the greatest Harlem sidekick of all fucking time, as Booker T flew 3/4 of the way fucking across the ring after a fucking Irish whip and kicked a fucking Scotty Riggs' head clean off his fucking body. Flew like the Irish whip, he hit the rope, came back, and like, boom, put the leg up 3/4 of the way across the ring. Fucking Scotty Riggs clean flips like 3 times in the fucking air. It was beautiful. It was fucking amazing. Scotty Riggs sold it like a boss. Also of note in this match, right in the front, there's like a 6-foot-long banner, 7-foot-long banner that says, "We like it raw," which has been kind of like the catchphrase for Raw. Since it started in 93 up to 95 at this point. Anyway, Carl Parker comes down and him and Sherry start fucking making out and running away, and it doesn't really like distract anyone. It just furthers the story with them being like a thing. And Stevie Ray goes for a slam on Bagwell, and Bagwell reverses it. Gets a surprise win, and we got new tag team champs. Can't no one fucking believe it. It's insane. After that, we have a Macho Man Slim Jim commercial. I wondered when I saw this if Vince was just like really pissed that he lost that sponsor. Because like they probably sponsored Macho Man. He probably just took them. Like he was the spokesman, and he probably just took them wherever he went. Like he probably just had it in his contract. They'd just be with whatever company. You think Vince like hated losing that as a sponsor? I hate that they're over there watching WCW Slim Jim commercials. Or maybe he didn't give a fuck. Maybe he had plenty of sponsors. After that, we had Ric Flair. He does an interview with Mean Gene. And Mean Gene's like, yo, what's up with Brian Pillman running out and attacking you? And Flair's like, woo! Arn! Arn! How dare you bring another man into this? Oh, this was between us, Arn! Woo! And so then he goes on and on. It's like an insane 2-minute Flair promo where he's just like at his nonsensical best. He eventually gets back around to Pillman. He's like, Pillman, I'm going to chop you so hard. Pillman, who played for the Cincinnati Bengals, I'm going to chop you so hard. The Boomer Esiason feels it. He has to say, like, Cincinnati Bengals, that he played for the Bengals, so that way they get the Boomer Esiason reference. Who at that time was probably still the best known Bengals player at that time. Yeah, probably still. I don't know if you ask people. I mean, AJ Green now, maybe. But yeah, 95, Boomer Esiason fucking easily. So after that, here we go. Paul Orndorff, after his amazing life coach session with creepster and possible child molester, Gary Spivey, comes out and he's taking on Johnny B. Bad. And they don't mention Gary Spivey at all. They're like, Mr. Wonderful, who had a change of attitude here recently, a little life coach session. They didn't even say life coach session. It's just a little eye-opening. And they just keep saying these little things, but never are they like, Gary Spivey, the fucking Psychic Companions Network, changed this motherfucker's life. No, they give Spivey no credit. No credit at all. Orndorff reverses the sunset flip for a pin, even though the ref can't see the fucking shoulders at all. He still counts 3. They're even like, how could the ref see the shoulders? The announcers even say that. They're like, how did the ref even do that? He needs to see his shoulders. But, you know, it's WCW, so no one fucking says anything. Spivey, again, never mentioned. It's horseshit. Also, why put this man against Johnny B. Bad? Johnny B. Bad has a fucking title match coming up against Sting, coming up on a Saturday night's main event. You could have had Orndorff wrestle anybody right here to like put him over a little bit, make him look good after this life coach thing, and then you could have had Johnny B. Bad and fucking not lose a match to look weak going into his title shot. It's like you motherfuckers don't even know how to book. I swear, it's all Psychic Friends and terrible booking. Then after that, we've got WCW's stars are doing an episode of Baywatch. And Macho Man's pumping weights while the extras are standing around him like, go Macho, go Macho. Kevin Sullivan comes out and attacks him. Flair makes the save. It's really, really weird. Also, Sullivan's like, you making the save? And Flair's like, yeah, I walk a different path now. What? No, you don't. Come on, you're going to be a shitty asshole again shortly. You're Ric Flair. Also, is there no fucking security on set? Like, could you just walk on TV sets and just start, like, beating people up while they're lifting weights? While all these people standing around watching and clapping and cheering? Is that how easy it is? Because if so, I don't know. Maybe I want to go beat someone up on a TV show. I don't particularly have a problem with anyone on a TV show, but fuck if it's this easy. Who to beat up, though? Like, what if you could beat someone up on any TV show, who would it be? Like, if you could just walk on the set of any TV show and just beat someone the fuck up, who would it be? I'd walk on Big Brother and I'd beat Josh the fuck up. I'd beat Josh on Big Brother, clean the fuck up. I'd walk right in that house and beat that dude, just clean the fuck up and down. I'd kick the shit out of that dude. Fuck, I hate that guy. Anyway, who would you pick? Which TV star would you like to fucking beat up? So, after that, we got a Macho Mean Gene interview, because, you know, you gotta get Macho and talk about what the fuck just happened to him. Macho comes, he's mad about everything. He's mad about fucking Sullivan attacking him. He's mad about fucking Flair saving him. He's mad about Luger at the fucking, Fall Brawl, because he's like, Luger fucking hit me. He sucker punched me. And Mean Gene was like, man, I think everybody thinks that it was an accident. He's like, no, it wasn't. This son of a bitch, he sucker punched me. He's like, look, you're either with me or you're against me. And if you're with me, It's going to be really, really, really cool, man. He seriously said that. I wrote it down. It's going to be really, really, really cool, man. So Luger's had enough. He comes down. He's like, yo, man, you keep talking about I have an agenda, man. Like, we all have an agenda. Don't you want the title? You want the heavyweight title, right? Macho was like, yeah. Luger was like, that's an agenda. You have an agenda. We're all here for the title. That's the agenda. We all have the same agenda, but it's all our own agenda. And Macho's like, that's a fair point. I would take Hogan down for the title. He doesn't say that, but he's basically like, I would take my shot if I got it. That's true. That's what I'm here for. Macho Man's so, like, you know, shit happens. I accidentally fucking hit you. And Macho's well, like, let's have a match. And Mean Gene's like, no! Not right now. Everybody simmer down and calm down. We go to commercial. We come back. We got a video recap of what happened on Saturday with the bike getting run over that we already talked about. And then the giant snapping Hogan's neck. After that, we got Pillman versus Flair. It was a pretty good fucking match. Flair gets the win with the figure 4. And at the end, Flair challenges Arn for next week. We'll find out next week if Arn accepts. And that's the whole entire show. You know, check out our stuff, guys. That's it. I'm going to give you the rigmarole that I give at the end of one of these every time. Monday, check out our, it's not like a recap, more just like a raw discussion. It's called the High Five Party with our own high-fiving a motherfucker. Tuesday, SmackDown recap with me. Thursday, the Raw side of this shit. Friday, you were here last week, you're here this week, be here next week. Saturday, drive-by with Shooter, which is usually Saturday, but it's going to be about 6 o'clock tonight. He's dropping it early for you guys, so you can catch it before your weekend. And that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it, peasants. And as always, I love you, and I hope you have a great week.